Hello everybody, welcome back to Turn 11 in Fuck You. A new day, a new turn, and a new video. And very few messages this time. So we searched for sites in Sleepy Mountains, and did not find any. I've searched it with Water 2 and Death 1, so not too surprising. Then there was a battle in Uliartham. So this was the province that my prophet was taking with some Solus that had heavy cav. But it turns out not that many heavy cavalry, to be honest. They do make short work of the Solus, of course, but eventually our prophet smites enough of them that they rout. And that's that. So fairly straightforward. We lost 9 Solus, but that's not too bad because they're free. And we took another province. So this has 27 income. Again, not a great province. Also has magic skills. Oh, it has somebody else's dominion. Okay. So I've left White Forest for Jemu to retake if he wants it. But I haven't heard anything from him. We also spied a battle in Hogoria. This was Kinladod being attacked by independents. Nothing too spectacular, just a spy, a couple of infantry attacking province defense. So that was here. But that's all. And that's it for messages. Not much else to report on the turn, I suppose. I'm going to build another temple here in Mythia, because I managed to have 400 gold by not recruiting any troops this time. Because I don't have anything to lead them anyway, so it's a bit pointless at the moment. So I'll build a temple here. Still would like to get a fortress up here eventually. Maybe in 2 turns. And my prophet and his army is moving to Bodenweald. The plan to move through Salt Plains and then Old Forest has been shot because I can't remember what this nation is. Tihium, played by I Love You, has taken it. And he is now sitting right on our border with a couple of units. And he can see that I have a temple here and Long Dead, so he knows that I'm a reanimation nation, I think. So he might attack. You never know. He might decide that I look like a good target early on. And that would be a good target to hit, Jankeep. So he might attack it, and you never know. But I'm moving my prophet to Bodenweald, so if he does decide to invade me, he can only invade one of these 2 provinces. And in Bodenweald, I'll have these units. Because the other thing is, he might see the commander sitting here and realise that I'm trying to build a fort, so he might also just attack Bodenweald. Or he might attack Jankeep, but Jankeep has 23 units in the garrison. It's got 4 priests, so it'll have another 12 or so undead next turn. And I bumped the province defense up to 7, which was all that I could afford. So just in case I Love You tries something, we are putting a little bit of defense here. Back in my capital, I'm recruiting 1 little mage, just because it's cheap. I've got my 2 mages researching. So it's currently turn 11, and we have 20 research per turn, which is pretty stellar, as you can imagine. My priest and their troops are rolling out to Sleepy Mountains. So we've got quite a lot of harpooneers, plus a level 3 priest. And the rest of my troops, everything that was in Ultima Delca and everything that was in Sleepy Mountains, with the exception of most of the priests, is all going to attack Golem range now. You can see that Kinladod has actually pulled back from Golem range. He's nervous that I'm going to attack. So we're attacking with all of this junk. Nothing too special, but I mean, it's all our undead, and then a mismatch of different troops. We've got some deer tribe, a couple of swordsmen, harpooneers, some light infantry, a couple of different undead units, and the mercenaries as well. So they're all going to take Golem range. Plus there's 2 mages, and 1 level 3 priest. So we'll take Golem range, and then there's only 1 other province we can move to from there, actually. It's Kolermagor. So we might go from Golem range to Kolermagor, and then just sit there for a bit, and try and build up some more fortresses, build up some more forces, and keep rolling towards Kinladod, I guess. And that's it, I suppose. We'll just we'll take these provinces as we can, and then we'll just keep an eye on our neighbours, and hopefully we can actually start getting some research and buildings up sooner rather than later. But I don't know. This is a really odd game. I'm so far behind in like everything. I think. Just gotta hope that none of our other neighbours attack us, because if any of these other neighbours attacks us while I'm fighting Kinladod, that's it. I think I'm just sunk, because I can't really do much. Nothing to report on research, and can't afford any mercenaries anyway. So I think that's everything. Just got 2 scouts idle here. Put them on hide and wait. And that's it for turn 11. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you on turn 12. Hello, welcome back to turn 12. So quite a short turn. We were not attacked by I Love You, forgot what this nation's called. But we had one of our provinces retaken by Jemu, so it was in his cap circle, so I said I'd leave it for him. Battle in Kalermagor. So, I don't know if I remember to mention it or not, but I attacked one of his provinces with a scout who was just set to retreat, just in case he vacated it and left it undefended. But apparently he did not, so not much to report really. And then there was a battle in Golem Range, where we rolled all of our troops into what was our province once before, and will be again. No PD here, and just a couple of troops, so they rout immediately. And that's that. So, pretty boring. That was these 2 provinces. So Golem Range we've taken, and Kalermagor we just pinged with a scout. You should be doing that. Other thing of note, we had a national hero appear at our gates. So, Akol Nahuatl, the hero, appeared at the gates of your castle and wanted to fight for your cause. So let's check this guy out. Not the most amazing hero I've ever seen. He's got a very, very high attack and defense, I guess. A couple of hit points. And lots of bonuses, but magic is not that amazing. 2 water, 1 earth, 1 nature, 12 research. He's amphibious. Lots of resistances, stealthy, berserks, swamp survival, siege bonus, pillager, recuperates, and castle defense bonus, and dark vision. It doesn't do anything fancy though. I checked to see if he'd transform or anything like that, but no. So he's just going to be researching for now. I'm not sure what I'll use him for. He doesn't have anything that we don't already have in terms of paths. We can get water earth on this guy, and we can get nature on this guy, so... But still, it's a free mage, and we've got very, very low research, so that's something. And that's it for messages. So again, quite a slow turn, not much really to report. I Love You did not attack us, so that's good. So our Prophet's army is moving from Boddenweald to Jankeep. We now have a temple in Mythia, and we will try to start building a fort next turn. It is now early spring in year 2, and we aren't even started on a second fort yet, which is quite bad. And we also have 40 research per turn. Oh, it says at the bottom. Okay, I didn't have to add it up. We do 40 research per turn with 1 fort in year 2. Not good. But we're moving our army to Jankeep. We've got quite a lot of troops, and we've got quite a lot of units in the garrison, as you can see. So we'll pick those up. We might have to use a priest to lead some of them. And we'll keep heading to the southwest. And down here, I'm rolling all of my troops into Kalermagor, which is these guys. Pretty much just Solus at the front, and then my more valuable troops at the sides. Other than that, nothing too fancy. We've got the guy smiting and the 2 guys casting cold bolts. And that's about it. I just remembered that I better rebid for my mercenaries, hadn't I? So, we've got the quick spears. They demand 75, and we get double bid. So we'll put it up to 90. I doubt anyone's gonna... Well, then again, the guy we're attacking might bid 200. Let's do 101. Just to be safe. And we'll attack Colomago. We've got the troops that we had in our cap. That's the other level 3 priests, plus all these harpooneers, are slowly rolling out as well. So they'll be in Golem range next turn, and we'll be in Colomago, assuming we take it. So I think what I'll do next turn is I'll just sit in Colomago and reanimate all the corpses, while these guys, these troops that are moving, catch up. Because it's not like Kinladod can attack us from anywhere else. This is the only route he has into our territory, so... and I noticed that he's got a ton of troops in his cap, but I don't think he can move them to Colomago this turn. So if I wait too long, he'll be able to consolidate his forces, whereas if I attack now, I don't think he can, because his troops have mountain movement, but they don't have forest movement. So I don't think he could move into this forest province from anywhere, other than one of these two. He might have troops in Dragon Ridge that can reinforce, I don't know. But I'm pretty sure he can't move from Kinladod to Colomago in one turn. So it's important to attack it now, before he can reinforce, I think. So that's what I'm doing. So we'll just keep rolling troops towards Kinladod, hope nobody else attacks us, and someday soon we will start building a fort. Only other thing to mention is I noticed that Strongdale here is free from enemy military units and has not organised any local defence. So let's have this guy attack current province, and we'll try and take that province. I think that should be sufficient. And that's it. Still a very slow game. Sort of. I don't know. It's a hard game. I'm afraid that yellow might be getting... Maybe I let him have too many provinces, but there wasn't much I could do. Can I hit N? Okay, nothing. Alright, I'm going to leave it there. So, tune in next time, and we can see what happened. Hello, welcome back, turn 13. Let's get to it. So we got research in enchantment up to 2. We can now revive kings, and these can lead around our undead troops. Excellent. Not sure what else that gives us that's very interesting. But we're going to switch to Conjuration now, so that all of our water mages can cast Summon Lesser Water Elemental. And then I guess we'll switch to Alteration. Proclamation from Lalur, New Prophet for Naxu. The dormant pretender gods are awakening. And there was a battle in Colomago. He moved all of his troops out of Colomago, so there was nothing to fight. So another easy province for us. And our scout was also successful. We took Strongdale. So I put the province defense up to 20, because the only thing he has nearby are archers. And, I don't know, 20 barb province defense might kill off the archers. We'll have to see. Then there was a battle in Mythia. This is Sitasa attacking us now as well, which is not good for us. Sitasa also has ridiculous troops. That guy's not even full health, let's see. This is a normal one. 25 hit point undead unit with 16 magic resistance. And currently 21 defense skill. Unfortunately, part of this is because he has firepower, which means he's more powerful in hot provinces. And if you'll recall, my Dominion is Heat 3, so he gets a bonus to his stats for invading me, which is very nice. Amazing stats across the board though. 21 defense, 16 attack, 18 strength. Map move 3 with 11 AP, 19 morale, 16 magic resistance. 25 hit points with pierce resistance, fire resistance, poison resistance, undead unit, doesn't need to eat, surrounded by heat, wasteland survival, and it's a bodyguard as well, just for an extra little bonus on top. No helmet that I can see. It's got 5 head protection. Why is that? Is that just because he's a skeleton? And he's got a length 1 weapon that does 22 damage with his strength. So that's great. So these are very, very good troops. The only saving grace is that they're undead and we have a lot of priests, so we might be able to banish them, which is why it's so annoying they have such high magic resistance. But we'll have to see how it goes. But as you can imagine, these troops make very short work of my province defense. backed up by a handful of skeletons. You can see my little priests are trying their best to banish them, but it's just not really enough. Let's see. I mean, we do some damage to a few of them, but not enough to kill any of them, actually. So yeah, they don't lose any units. We lose our undead, but our priests do escape, fortunately. Unexpected event in Citlan. We gained 181 gold from a wealthy merchant, and an unexpected event in Bodden Weald. Naked people have been seen dancing and singing in the woods. This was seen as an ill omen, and faith has decreased. That's not good. We never did get a fort here. So I'm now being attacked by 2 people, which is not good, because we are certainly not ahead. But I think conventional wisdom is, if you've got reanimation, you get invaded, because nobody wants you to get to the mid and late game, because you'll be churning out hundreds of skeletons every turn. So it makes sense, even though I'm unhappy, but it makes sense. Now, I don't think I can fight off 2 opponents. I could probably just defend. I could pull all my priests into my cap and just start pumping out skeletons and try and fight them off that way. And that might be the better option. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to... all of my troops that were moving towards Kilnadod are now going to attack Citasa instead. His cap is right here. So if we can take these 3 provinces, we can just sit on his cap and say, fuck you. This is what you want, this is what you'll get. And, because my situation is so precarious now, with being attacked by 2 people, and I feel like I had a really slow start anyway, that I don't think I can win from this position. So it doesn't really matter if I do something that's a bit more risky. So let's just roll all our troops towards Citasa. Kilnadod can do whatever he wants. It'll take him at least, what, 3 turns? Just to get to Sleeping Mountains. In the meantime, let's sit on Citasa and maybe kill his income. So we'll do that. Now, Citasa could not have known I had all these troops here when he invaded. So this might come as a shock to him, because there are a lot of troops here. There are about 100 undead, plus all of the priests, plus my prophet. So it might look like a scary target. So here I'm taking a big risk, because I do have a temple in this province, and I don't want to lose it, because I've just lost one, because there was a temple in Mythia, I think. If I remember rightly, that was where I just built one. So leaving Jankeep undefended is probably a really risky move, because there is a temple here. And it must seem like a really tempting target. But it does have my whole army in it. So my thinking is, maybe he won't attack Jankeep. Maybe he'll see the commander in Bodden Weald, think I'm building a fort there, and he'll attack Bodden Weald instead. So I'll move all my troops there, catch him, and then, as you can see, they're all scripted to cast Banishment. And maybe we'll kill his army. And I think, if we get both of those things to happen, if we take all these provinces and somehow manage to catch and kill his army, we might actually be in a good position. I don't know how successful I'm going to be doing either of those things. It's very likely he'll just attack Jankeep and take my temple and I'll be fucked. Well, not fucked, but I will have made a mistake. But, this is more interesting though, right? This is kind of... We'll see what happens. But yeah, I don't know what else to do. Kilnadod's got a lot of troops. He can start rolling them towards me. I can just keep pumping out skeletons. I can't fight off 2 enemies, that's the problem. So I might as well just do my best to be a nuisance. Or be unexpected. So I'm gonna give this a try. We'll see what happens. It might be a terrible failure, but it might be interesting. In terms of recruiting priests as normal. In Citlan, I'm getting one of my big mages, which will take 2 turns because he's slow to recruit. And I'm also getting some woodland harpooneers. Put the 20 province defense in Strongdale as well. That took some of my money. And that's it for this turn. So this may well be the beginning of the end, unfortunately. So it wasn't very long. But what can you do? Alright, gonna hit end turn. So thanks for watching, and you can see what happens in a moment. Hello, welcome back, turn 14. I don't have much time to take this turn, unfortunately, so go through it as quickly as we can. Research in Conjuration was completed. Gives us nothing, but we'll keep going until we get Water Elemental. Someone claimed the Throne of Ice. We cast Revive King twice, so I've got 2 Mound Kings now. These have 80 undead leadership, so they're great for moving around undead troops. Other than that, they're not very interesting, they're just commanders really. Mounted commanders though, so they got map move 4. I guess that's pretty interesting. But I don't know if we'll ever have a map move 4 unit to go with them, so bit redundant. Lots of battles, so we attacked lots of provinces held by Citlan. I'll give you the brief version, which is we weren't very successful. We took one, we took Wicker Woods, because it had nothing in it. We lost the battle in Kareen, because he rolled out a large stack of units from his cap, unfortunately, into Kareen. So we can see he has 36 elite swordsmasters. We killed one of them, and 7 of these serpent exemplars. These are sacred units with 52 hit points and 16 protection. Unfortunately, they're not undead either, so they cause unrest. That's interesting. Oh man, 10 siege bonus. So these are going to be great for doing sieges. Yeah, these guys hit really hard and they have a ton of hit points. So I'm not thrilled about these guys either, especially since we can't even banish them. So they cost 45 gold and 21 resources. These guys cost 60 gold and 8 resources. Very good troops. And Aquesta, there was a ton of province defense in Aquesta, unfortunately. I'll just show that one so you can see what I mean. That's a lot of stuff. So that didn't go very well, but we, whatever. Also, we lost Strongdale, so this was the province that I capped earlier with my scout. He took it back. But we took control of Dragon Ridge, so this was, Kinladod had an army in this province last turn, and I guess he retreated them for some reason. I thought he would attack me, and I thought since he was going to attack me, I'll attack the province with a scout just in case he leaves it undefended. Which he did. But he's not attacking me, he just retreated to his capital, I guess. I don't know. So we took control of that province. Also a battle in Furia. This was the other thing, so I moved all my troops to Bodden Weald hoping to catch his army. But for some reason he moved to Furia. He decided to cap a wasteland that has 5 income. So I don't think anyone could have predicted that. So unfortunately we didn't catch his army, which is a real shame. Lost a scout retreating into enemy territory, and an unexpected event occurred in Ultima Delca. Some of the militia employed in defences have been poorly trained. Many never show up for exercises. Defence -5. So that's this province here. So that's it for messages. In terms of movements this turn, I'm going to pull back a little bit here, because Citlan has more troops in the area than I thought he would, and they are all very, very good troops. It's tempting to just throw everything I've got at Kareen, but unfortunately I lost a lot of... Yeah, I lost 22 of my harpooneers in that other fight. So I'm down, my army isn't actually that big, and his units are really, really good, so... I'm going to pull back a little bit, try and consolidate. We do have 35 skeletons waiting in this province, and we'll have about 18 more, and we're moving our long dead leaders out to pick them up. So maybe we can... I don't know. If he moves from Kareen to Golem range, we'll have to just defend it on the next turn. It might not go very well, because I don't think we can beat him with this. But he might just take Wicker Woods back, and that'll give us an additional turn to try and reinforce Golem range, and then we'll do some kind of defense here. Up here, I'm gonna have to move these troops back to the temple, unfortunately, because he could now attack it again and take it. I don't want to lose the temple, so we're making a defensive movement here. In Bodden Weald, I'm also trying to recruit the Elephant Corps, so I've put a 140 gold bid on them. Because if we take the Elephant Corps here, we can use them to cap some of these provinces while we focus on defense. So that would be quite nice. Recruitment is as usual. We'll have our Great Navigator next turn. And a couple more Harpooneers. We've got quite a few in the garrison at the moment. And we're casting Revive King twice more, just to have 2 more leaders. These will be good actually just for leading around Harpooneers as well, because they've got 40 normal leadership. So, defensive movements for the time being. Kilnadod has completely retracted to his capital. But he's going to realise next turn that I've switched targets to Sitasa. Yep, so that's it for this turn. We'll see what happens next turn. I've got 150 gold left over. I'm not sure what to do with it, really. Probably nothing. There's not really anything else I can do. Alright, end of turn. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you next turn for turn 15. Yep. Hello, welcome back. Turn 15. End of the video. Not going to be too interesting, unfortunately, but we cast Revive King twice, so we have 2 more, whatever they're called, Mound Kings, leading our troops. And Sitasa took another province from us, took Ultima Delco. There was nothing in this province, it was just province defense. I'm not sure where his other army went to. We have these Will-o'-the-Wisps sitting here now. I'm not sure what they do, or what they are, but we've got those sitting there. I don't know where his other army has gone, but this is the army that was marching out of his cap, I believe. That was in Kareen? No? Okay, there was an army in Kareen, right? So has that moved to... No, because I can see that province. He had 2 armies at some point, right? I only see 1 now. Alright. Well... Maybe those units that were in Kareen just moved backwards. Because his cap is now quite packed. And maybe this is the army that was in Furia. Does that seem right? I'm not sure. But that's the situation now. We lost another province. Unexpected event in Dweck. New trade routes have opened. 10 income. Okay. And unexpected event in Dragon Ridge. A witch was caught. While suffering her sentence of death by lapidation, she uttered a dark curse over the land. Misfortune +3, magic +2. That's not good, is it? Oh, this is adjacent to Kinladod's cap. Maybe he'll take it back next turn and get a misfortune event. Haha. And we lost a scout that was sitting in Kinladod's cap. Apparently he was patrolling with his entire army, so that's quite interesting. It's quite bizarre as well. I guess he really doesn't like my scouts. Look at all those fuckers. Yeah. We can see he's actually put his province defense up quite high in some of these provinces. Like this one, the defense of this province appears to be very strong and well organized. I think maybe he's a bit annoyed about me capping his provinces. Oh, we've got some of the unique background music. That's quite lucky. Okay, so what's happening this turn? That was messages, right? Yeah. Not much. I can't see the army over here because I think it's here now. So we could start trying to take back some provinces. We didn't get the mercenaries, unfortunately. I don't know what Will-o'-the-Wisps do though. I think they're like really hard to hit. They're like ethereal with like 20 defense or 30 defense or something ridiculous. So my concern is that if I just roll out some skeletons. Oh, then I mean I guess 11 attack isn't that bad, but yeah, it's not going to hit ethereal units. My fear is that Will-o'-the-Wisps are going to be quite difficult for just a couple of skeletons to deal with. So in Genkeep I'm just going to reanimate for a couple of turns and just build up a massive stack of skeletons and then start taking back some of these provinces. And in the meantime I'm moving everything I can into Ultima Delca to try and catch this army. If he moves into Golem Range, Sleepy Mountains or Citlan, there's a chance we'll win the coin flip and keep him in Ultima Delca. So that's what I'm hoping will happen. I'm hoping that we keep him there. And if we do, we're going to attack with pretty much everything we've got, which honestly isn't that much. Because none of these troops are really very high quality, and his troops are. So I'm a bit concerned. But I'm bringing a couple of priests. I've got 2 level 3 priests. They'll all cast Banishment. Yes, they will. You can banish. Banish. So we'll do as much banishment as we can. We've got a couple of cold bolts as well. And I'll just try and catch him in Ultima Delco. And then once we've got massive stacks, because there's loads of reanimators here now. If they all do 3, that's what? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, 27, 30. Plus however many the Prophet does. So there's at least 30 extra skeletons a turn. Plus 3 more for every priest we recruit. So we should get up quite a nice little stack of troops here soon-ish. And then we can just roll around capping these provinces while I struggle to do some kind of defense in this area. I just really need to catch an army just once, just to see if I can actually beat it, because I don't know, they are pretty tough units. God, they're ridiculous units, actually. I'm just hoping I banish them. Other than that, though, not very interesting. There's not much you can do when you get attacked by 2 people. And I'm so far behind on research, I can't do anything with research. Some water elementals might help, and just roll out all of our mages. Well, what's that? 4, 5, 6, all 6 of our mages with a couple of gems. I don't know. Anyway, gonna hit end turn, and thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.